Northeast Frontier Railway entered a new phase of technological advancement as they have successfully conducted extensive underwater and structural inspections of major railway bridges using robotic devices. The NF Railway has for the first time used advanced remotely operated robotic vehicle, better known as RORV technology. A total of 47 bridges were examined as part of this exercise, and the iconic Saraighat Bridge of Assam was also put under examination through the means of the robotic devices. The assessments covered pier caps, well foundations, underwater scour zones, superstructure stress points and deck components. Speaking to our colleague Joydeep Hazarika, Northeast Frontier Railway CPRO Kapinjal Kishore Sharma talked about how robotic technology was used for the first time for examination, marking the usage of robotic devices underwater instead of divers as is the usual norm. Thanks to the usage of new advanced technology, the examination process, which is normally held once every 5 years, is now probably going to be held at least once annually.
There was this use of robotics to examine the condition of bridges falling under the edges of Northeast Frontier Railway. Please tell us more about it.
On the behalf of Northeast Frontier Railway, we have identified 47 important bridges over our jurisdiction. This includes like the Brahmaputra Bridge, the Bogibeel Bridge, the Tista Bridge, Mahananda Bridge, and such similar kind of very important bridges where all 12 months there is a part of the bridge which is always underwater. So we have identified these 47 bridges, and for these bridges we have carried out inspections using RORV, which is the remote operated robotic vehicles. Earlier, the underwater inspection of bridges used to be a problem for us because we had to use the human divers who had to go underneath the water and they had to carry out the inspections, which was very difficult because underwater to detect anything in the bridge piers, it was very difficult. And we know that these bridges are very important. It is critical for railway operations in the region. So we wanted to use the modern technology, and we already had a couple of meetings with IIT Guwahati also, and the various professors, they are also working on these kinds of areas. So we have taken guidance from them, and we have also adopted this technology of using the robotic vehicles. So these vehicles are carried in a boat first of all, and then from the boat they are taken down into the water, and then these robotic vehicles, they have cameras with them and other sensors, and they are able to take very good pictures as well as the readings of the bridge piers. From there we can find out whether if there are any deformities in that in those bridge piers, whether there are any cracks or any other honeycomb formations. Earlier it used to be very difficult because the human divers, they had to go down, and there is always the difficulty of doing it, the inspection as well as the underwater diving, which is very tough. So these robots, obviously they are much more reliable, they can give us much more accurate information, and also they are much more easy to operate. So we are now looking at increasing the frequency of such inspections, which will also help us to ensure safety in much better manner, as well as in case there are any issues, we can identify them much more early and we can take corrective actions also.
And the NF Railway CPRO also said that for procuring the robotic devices, they carried out consultations with IIT Guwahati and other technical institutes, and also involved private players as well as in the process.
We had a round of meetings with IITs where we understood the working of these also, and then we have given open contracts where various companies, they have participated, and then the ones which have been chosen, they are using these robots for the carrying out these exercises. So basically we are involving the private sector also, and we have taken guidance from the IIT also. We have more than 1,000 bridges as such, but we have identified the important bridges where all the 12 months they are a portion of that bridge is underwater. For the other bridges which are not always underwater, they are in dry season, we can carry out inspections. But for those bridges which are always underwater, it is not possible to carry out. So this technology is helpful for these kinds of bridges, especially like the Saraighat Bridge or the Mahananda Bridge, which are also very important bridges.
And the CPRO also talked of other crucial bridges in Assam, which would be put under examination by the NF Railway via the same process.
Saraighat Bridge has been examined. Any other bridge which has been examined or the NF Railway is planning to examine in the same way?
Yes, all the major bridges, like for example the Bogibeel Bridge, the Narayan Setu, and then we have some of the bridges in the Kachar and the Dima Hasao districts, which are also very important, like the Dayang Bridge near Haflong. These bridges are also very critical, and also that region is highly prone to landslides and heavy rainfalls. So the factors which we have considered are mainly regarding the importance of the bridge, the susceptibility of bridge to continuous water throughout the year, as well as the geological regions in which they are located.
Northeast Frontier Railway has jumped leaps and bounds when it comes to the usage of technology for the upkeep of their massive infrastructure. Now recently, Northeast Frontier Railways for the first time used robotic devices for carrying out examination of over 40 bridges which come under their jurisdiction in the northeastern region. Among them is obviously the iconic Saraighat Bridge right behind me. Saraighat Bridge, which is the first road-cum-rail bridge in India, underwent inspection. Robotic devices which the NFR Railway used for the first time were put into use. For the first time, instead of divers, it was robotic devices which were used to go underwater and examine the pillar and its conditions and take photos. Normally this exercise is carried out at a 5-year interval. Now thanks to this advanced technology, there is a great chance that this exercise will be carried on a more frequent basis. But the fact that that technology is being used on such a large scale by Northeast Frontier is a sign that the upkeep of infrastructure all over the Northeast, be it bridges or other infrastructure elements, they are in good hands. With camera person Deepankar, this is Joydeep Hazarika for Northeast Live.